As we head into the end of October, things begin to change rapidly around this time of year. Just looking at this graph showing average temperature throughout the year, you can see how it's all downhill from here pretty much. A month from now, average highs will only be in the mid-40s. In addition to the cooling temperatures, we also tend to deal with a lot more cloud cover from now onward. You can see how in this chart, average cloud cover increases rapidly throughout October and November, and by December we're cloudy at least 60% of the time on average. It's not uncommon to see our first snowflakes around this time of year, and you may have even heard some talk of snow towards Halloween. It's a bit too early to talk about snow for right now, but we can say that the pattern to end the month will be quite active, potentially even ushering in our first taste of winter towards Halloween. This active pattern will set itself up as the jet stream becomes directed out of the southwest, a favorable pattern for storm systems to ride along it and through the Midwest. As this happens, there will be moisture and warmth streaming northward from the Gulf, clashing with an intensifying dome of cold air over Canada. Next week, this will cause rain and occasional storms across our area, with mixed precipitation and snow near the Canadian border. It's becoming more likely a strong system will ride this gradient just before Halloween, which would push the jet stream a bit south and allow cold air from Canada to spill into Illinois just in time for Halloween. While it's very far from a sure thing, this time period just before Halloween would be the time to watch for any snowflakes in the region. More than likely, the activity will end up to our northwest, though. Starting on Monday, we'll be dealing with periodic chances of rain and even at times thunderstorms on and off throughout the next week. There will definitely be dry periods in between, but pretty much every day this week will carry a chance of at least scattered showers. It is possible we see a brief dry period early next weekend in between systems, though. With us being on the warm side of this active pattern, expect very mild temperatures most of this week with several days of 60s and 70s. You'll notice things do begin to cool off towards next weekend though, as a series of cold fronts will eventually introduce 30s back into the region as we head closer to Halloween. While most of the activity this week will be showers with embedded thunder, there is concern we could see a risk of stronger storms at least nearby as a cold front slides closer on Wednesday. However, uncertainty is high for now and will depend on the strength and timing of the system, but for now there is an area outlook by the Storm Prediction Center for day 4, just to our northwest. And by the end of next week, expect anywhere from 1 to 2 inches of rain across the northern half of the state, with less rain expected further south. So while this week won't be a complete washout, and it will be warm, expect periods of rain and clouds. We'll have to watch for any risk of stronger storms near midweek, but the risk looks rather low for right now. And as for the snow risk, we really don't have to worry about any of that for the time being. However, things do look to turn much colder towards Halloween, and we'll have to start to watch for any signs of wintry weather in our area around that time. And for now, the beginning of November looks cold. So even though it'll be rainy at times this week, try to enjoy what you can because it may feel a lot more like winter in a couple weeks from now. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for updates on this week's active weather pattern.